On a summer day in 2012, a Colorado baker had no idea his actions would place him in the center of a national debate over faith and freedom. Jack Phillips has been baking cakes for over 20 years, much to his customers' delight. What got him into trouble, though, his refusal to bake a wedding cake for a gay couple.
I apologized. I said, "I'm sorry, I don't do cakes for same-sex weddings." And they said, "You know, what?" I said, "I'll sell you birthday cakes, shower cakes, cookies, brownies, anything else. I just don't do cakes for same-sex weddings."
That's when the backlash began.
About 20 minutes later, the phone started ringing, and "Are you the bakery that just turned away the gay couple for a wedding cake?" And more profanities.
A few days later, calls of support came in, leading to a return of steady business.
I'm a supporter of gay rights and gay marriage. I think that's fine. But I don't think they should be able to tell somebody what they have to make to sell.
But the American Civil Liberties Union filed a discrimination complaint on behalf of the two men. In December, a Denver judge agreed with the ACLU, ruling that Phillips would face fines if he refuses again to bake a gay wedding cake. Phillips is appealing in a legal battle that could eventually cost him his business.
Win or lose, I want to do what I believe is right according to the Bible.
Phillips joins a number of wedding vendors who say they'd rather lose their business than violate their beliefs. It's an uphill battle as they face growing legal challenges, media labels ranging from anti-gay to Jim Crow, and now mounting opposition to state religious freedom bills designed to protect them.
Same-sex marriage proponents told us no one's conscience will be violated. Everyone will be able to live and let live. Embracing gay marriage is not going to infringe on anyone's rights. And what we're seeing is that was a lie.
And this is happening only 20 years since President Clinton signed the Religious Freedom Restoration Act. The House sent it to the White House with a unanimous vote, and the Senate passed it with 97 votes. Today, 30 states have laws or similar interpretations. These laws provide a balancing test and framework for the courts to decide religious exemption cases.
Everybody gets to make a claim if you have a sincere religious belief. You're not always going to win if government has a stronger reason to make you violate your religion, but at least we have a balancing test. So now the gay rights activists don't want us to have this balancing test. They want to put a thumb on the scale and say everywhere and always the small business owner who is Christian will always lose in a same-sex marriage case.
20 years ago, gay marriage wasn't even on the radar and not considered in these laws. And many do not specifically protect small business owners. That's what led to the Arizona bill. There was also no same-sex marriage consideration in public accommodation laws. Gay advocates argue businesses that open their doors to the public must serve everyone in every case. And some Christians agree, saying those who follow Christ should be servants to all. But not Jack Phillips. He believes that Jesus, a carpenter, would not have made a bed for a gay couple.
He was accused of going to parties with drunks and sinners and tax collectors, but he didn't participate in their sin. And I believe that me making the wedding cake is participating in their wedding.
In the wake of public protests and slanted media coverage over religious freedom bills, advocates say the time for re-education is now. At stake, liberty, and America's standing as a global defender of religious freedom.
It's ironic because we still have these great religious freedoms, but if we don't soon educate and begin to make sure that we're not paring them back and that we're not giving government officials the ability to kind of slice and dice our freedoms the way that they want, we will lose that standing in the world community.
It's important that we help people understand that as people of faith, that we're not trying to use the government to push our ideas and our faith down someone else's throat, but we do expect the government to protect our rights.
In the meantime, wedding vendors like Phillips will continue to live out their faith and run their businesses.
There are people against me, there are a lot of people for me, but I believe that the Bible teaches that this is wrong, and to be obedient to Christ and his teachings supersedes all of that.
Reporting in Denver, Heather Sells, CBN News.